Welcome, my name is Gil Morales, and I'm here to take you on a tour of my website, theowltrader.com, Stock Market Intelligence in Real Time. If you're not a subscriber, you might consider clicking on the subscribe button and joining our community. Otherwise, if you're a member, this is the first place you're going to come to on the website, the landing page or the portal page, whatever you would like to call it. Essentially, this is the doorway to the rest of the website. If you'd like to learn more about the website before subscribing, there are two areas of the site that are accessible to non-members. The first would be the About page, which talks about me and gives some background about the website. The second would be the Glossary and Trading Methods section, which is essentially a guide to all the different terminology and trading setups that the OWL method uses. For those of you who are members, you can simply click on the Member Login button and proceed to log into the website. This will take you to the login page. Now you want to make sure that you use the email address that you used when you signed up for the website as your username. Once you enter your password, you can click on the login button and it will automatically take you to the OWL Market Feed page. If you've forgotten your password or lost your password, then you simply click here on Lost Your Password and you will be able to reset your password. The OWL Market Feed page is the heart of the website, and this is where I post all of the real-time content on the site. If you look at the right-hand column, you'll see Welcome and your name, and you can click on Edit Profile. This is an important page because this is where you can manage your subscription. If you click on My Membership, for example, this is where you can cancel your subscription. If you want to know the details of your subscription, you can look at this page by clicking on My Subscription. You can change payment methods by clicking on Payment Methods. I'm not going to go through all the features of the My Account page, but I would suggest spending some time exploring all the different links here so that you are familiar with how you can take control of your own membership and manage it on your own. Getting back to the OWL Market Feed page, you can see on the right-hand column that there is a search field, so you can search for any particular topic. You can search on stock symbols, and it will bring up all posts that are relevant to those search terms that you are using. The search field is one of the most important and useful features of the website in my view. Just below that, you're going to see a list of recent posts. So the most recent posts will be listed here, and they will drop off as newer ones are added to the feed. And then every time I post something to the OWL Market Feed, I categorize it. So you will see a number of categories here. This includes actionable ideas. Often when I'm talking about individual stocks and actionable ideas, I will also include lists that you can download in text file format so that you can quickly paste them into your quote screens or charting software. You also see that there are a variety of categories, including cryptocurrencies, which I think are an important new asset class in the market. Market briefs will tend to be longer pieces, and I generally will send out an email notification to members when one comes out, along with OWL videos. If you click on any of these, you will find all of the posts that are relevant to that category. And as you can see, we even get into trading methods and psychology, and also watch lists. From time to time, I will post individual posts and categorize them as watch list posts so that you can quickly get to them. Or you can just go back and search all these different categories and see what I posted over the past few months. In fact, if you're new to the site, I would suggest going back and reading the last 2 to 3 months or more of posts to the OWL Market Feed so you get a strong idea where we are at in the current market environment. If we go a little further down on the right-hand column, you can also see that we have posts to the OWL Market Feed archived by month, so you can go back and look at what I was saying in any particular month. And if you want to go to my Twitter page, you click on Twitter feed and it will take you to my Twitter page where I'm always commenting and posting in real time. So if we look at some of these individual posts, so for example, let's click on Earnings Action. In this post, I talked about several stocks that were reporting earnings on this particular day, and I go through the various chart setups and what might occur after earnings and things we might want to look out for. Also, if I want to be a little more detailed in a market brief here, and sometimes I'll do them in more than 1 or 2 parts. The reason being that the first part is something that I want to get out very quickly often, and so you will see market briefs coming in 2 parts. And in each market brief, or in fact in any post, I will discuss stocks, and I will discuss their setup. So, for example, you can see Apple back in early November as the market was turning off the lows. It was posting a moving average undercut and rally at the 200-day line. So I essentially show the setup, and you generally should know how to handle such a setup. If it's a little more detailed, I will talk about the parameters of the setup, where your selling guides are, where you can set your stops, etc. And I'll do that for a number of ideas in any market brief. Sometimes I go into greater detail, such as you can see at the time that Apple was coming down into the lows. I was also analyzing the weekly chart and showing how you had three ways of selling down as you were coming down into a larger structure. And then, of course, I have lists of stocks. So, for instance, in this case, I wanted to put out my precious metals related stocks, ostensibly the miners, and the names that I was watching at that time, because a lot of these names did have some decent moves in October, and so you can download it. And when you download it, it comes out as a list here that you can then copy and paste into your quote screens or charting software. And this is essentially how most of my content looks. I write about ideas. I discuss the setups that are relevant, if any. I may discuss thematic drivers behind the trade. In other words, if we're seeing a banking crisis, then gold and silver may get what I call a lifeboat bid, and you'll see these stocks jack to the upside. We certainly saw that in March when we had the regional banking crisis with Silicon Valley Bank going under. You saw gold and silver shoot higher, and they were easily buyable using OWL methods. In any case, all of this stuff is coming at you in real time, because my way of thinking about the market is fluid and it's constant. When I have something to say, I will post it. So there's no schedule to any of these posts. There's no regular schedule. There are no weekly or bi-weekly reports. It's all flowing on the feed, and that's why it's called the feed. It's essentially a market feed of my commentary, analysis, and ideas. So members can check this frequently during the day. And again, if there's an important post like a market brief or an OWL market video, I will send out an email notification. But for the most part, members can monitor this the way they might monitor a normal news feed or a Twitter feed or a Facebook feed or anything like that. Now, if you're monitoring the website on your phone or other handheld device, obviously if you're looking at a browser on your phone, it's going to be a lot smaller and a lot narrower. And this is what it will look like. I've basically taken my PC browser and I've taken the page and shrunk it to simulate what it would look like on, say, my iPhone, for example. And so we can see how it changes. You lose that right-hand column, but if you scroll to the bottom, it shows up at the very bottom, okay? And you have the same functionality as you would on the larger PC-based browser site. If we go back up to the top, you'll notice that the links at the top of the page are gone. But if you click here, it's going to bring up all of the different links to the various parts of the website. So that is how you deal with this on an iPhone or a Samsung phone or other handheld device where you have a much narrower browser page. Last but not least, I think one of the most important features of the website is the downloads page. So you can see that it's under categories, and you go to downloads. Click here and you will actually find free PDF downloads of books that I have written. I've taken my old Gilmore reports. Some of you may have been members of that website at one time. I've taken all my old Gilmore reports from the year 2020 and the year 2022 and assembled them in what I call the Gilmore Almanac for quarters 1 through 4 for each of those years. This is a wealth of resources in terms of learning about the various OWL setups, learning about how I go through the process of assessing what's going on in the market, where I was right, where I was wrong, how certain market environments played out, maybe not the way we expected, what the various twists and turns were in real time, and all of that. And so they're actually great resources in terms of learning about OWL methods, as well as my general take on the market and where I was right and wrong at various times and why. And therefore, they're a great learning tool, I think. Currently, I'm finishing up book 1 of the new OWL Handbook, a book I've been writing for the past few months. This will also be available for free download on the website theowltrader.com. And if you think about it, if you subscribe for 1 month and are able to download this book For $68, it's a pretty good value in and of itself, but you also get 1 month membership to the website. So I am really not in a position where I need to be selling books to anyone. I'm more concerned about teaching others how to achieve the success that I've achieved over 3 decades of trading and investing in the markets. And this is one way for me to do it. I prefer to give it away for free to my members. Anyways, if you're not a member already, we hope to see you soon on the site. And for all the existing members, I hope this video has been useful in expanding your knowledge of the website and how to utilize it.